Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bernard Wood, and I'm the chair of the Science Committee for this Florence Goldschmidt. You're possibly not aware that actually it takes 4 years to plan a Goldschmidt meeting, so we're already talking about where we're going to go in 2017. But this meeting is organised on behalf of the European Association of Geochemistry. And when I was asked to be the chair of the committee in 2009, I thought, well, it can't be hard to organise a meeting in Florence, can it? You know, who the hell doesn't want to go to Florence? It transpired to be slightly more difficult than I anticipated. But fortunately, most of the difficult work has been done by Paul Beattie of Cambridge Publications. And I've also relied heavily on other members of my committee, particularly, and I'd like to thank Jana Blickert-Toft from Lyon, who is our kind of guard dog who snaps at everybody's heels and makes sure they do exactly what's required, exactly when it's required. And Massimo Coltorti from Ferrara, who has been the main person dealing with the Italian end of things. So with that, I welcome you, and I'd like... And I would like to introduce Chris Ballantyne, who's the president of EAG, who will say a few words. Thank you.
Whoops. That's a very impressive way to exit. Well, thank you very much, Bernie. It's fantastic to see so many people, so many colleagues, so many old friends, all in one place and in such a beautiful place. So I'd like to formally welcome you all to Florence. I'd like to formally welcome you to the 23rd Goldschmidt Conference. And I think some people who have seen the conferences over the years have seen these conferences. They've really grown into being the forum for the presentation and discussion of really the best geochemistry in the world. I think as a community we should be proud of the science that we do, and we're clearly doing the right thing, and we're seeing all of that here at the Goldschmidt meetings. But it's not only the science. As the conference has become larger and bigger, it's changed its character a little bit. It's less small and cozy, and it's become bigger, but it's attracting more people, more diversity, more quality. And more than that, it's attracting industry. We can see more industry displays in the foyer as you go in, more presentations from industry about advances in technology that enhance our own science. We're seeing national funding agencies come to our meetings. We're seeing them seeing our science and the impact our science has. National Institute leaders are here, policymakers are here, and we've got the media presence here. We're expecting to see media releases. We're hoping to see our science presented beyond our conference and presented to the public through engagement with the media. This is very important for our community. All too often our science is presented as a component or a subsection of a big meeting. This is not the case with Goldschmidt. We have established through this conference over the many years and hard work of a lot of people a presence which is seen internationally, and it's seen by people who decide where to put money. And we do the right sort of science, socially relevant science, exciting blue sky science, that needs that sort of funding. And we've got, through the Goldschmidt Conference, the visibility that attracts those funds to do even better, greater science. Just like to tell you a little bit about the hard work that Bernie has done. Bernie and his science committee have sat at the top of a tree of people who have worked very hard. The science program committee is truly international and large. There are 159 geochemists from around the world which actually formed the committee remotely that formed the science program. This included 42 theme chairs. The theme chairs select their co-chairs, the co-chairs and theme chairs select theme teams. So you can see that this is a top-down cascade which attracts the best people who know the best people and the right people in the different subjects to form the best core science program. But that's not enough. We don't want a top-down approach. We then, as you've all seen, we will release that core program for the community to interrogate and identify key areas which we may have missed. And those areas, some of the sessions that come from the community call, indeed form some of the most successful sessions that we run in the conference. It's this combination of top-down, bottom-up approach to forming the science that really seems to work and bring the best science program to our meetings. Well, this conference has got over 200 sessions, and last night the meeting count for delegates stood at 3,999. So I think I can say with certainty that we have, for the first time, attracted more than 4,000 delegates to a Goldschmidt conference, and that's fantastic news for our community. I want to say something about the importance of the science societies. These events don't happen by themselves. There is an entire infrastructure of science societies that guide the process, provide the support for the process, and provide the infrastructure for the process. These meetings, the Goldschmidt meetings, are led in alternate years by the European Association of Geochemistry, and the ones that are not run in Europe are run by the Geochemical Society, and we alternate in leading the meeting. But we don't do it alone. We work with a lot of people. The principal sponsors of the meeting for many years have been the Japanese Geochemical Society, providing incredibly important support for our meeting. We need local hosts. This year, we've had the Italian Society of Mineralogy and Petrology, the Italian Society of Volcanology, the Italian Geochemical Society, working together to form the local organising committee, and they've done a fantastic job in running the field trips and the science program, which gives this conference such a unique flavour. Also essential has been the support from the University of Florence. This has provided, for those of you who went to the workshops, that we ran 12 workshops before this conference, the most workshops ever attached to the conference. All of those workshops ran very smoothly in fantastic facilities, all provided by the University of Florence. They've provided the student accommodation, and this is just fantastic support, which makes this sort of conference work really well. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to, in fact, thank the organising committee, and I'd like especially to thank Bernie Wood. I think Bernie Wood really needs a round of applause for putting this together. It now gives me a really great pleasure to introduce the rector of the University of Florence, Professor Alberti Tessi, and I'd like to pass you over to Alberti for him to say a few words. Thank you.
Dear President, dear ladies and gentlemen, on the behalf of the University of Florence, it is a great pleasure to give you all the warmest welcome to the opening ceremony of Goldschmidt2013. I would like to thank the Geochemical Society and the organizing committee for having chosen to hold Goldschmidt 2013 here in Florence. I believe this choice has been certainly made by taking into account the worldwide known beauty of Florence, but let me also think that this choice has been made also to recognize the quality of the activities developed by our departments and our research centers working in geochemistry and related fields. The University of Florence is one of the largest universities in Italy. It actually counts for 1,800 professors and researchers and more than 50,000 students. It is actually composed by 24 departments, which are responsible for the educational research programs in all the scientific areas. The activities of geochemistry and the related fields are covered by the Department of Earth Sciences. I have to say that the Department of Earth Sciences provides a strong contribution to the international reputation of our universities. I have only to say that a few weeks ago was concluded a second evaluation of the quality of research in Italy, and the Department of Earth Science was rated at the very top among all the universities in Italy for the quality of the research during the year 2004 and 2010. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the President and to all those that worked very hard to organize this conference in Florence. I really hope that you will enjoy the program as well as you are staying in Florence, and I thank you again for coming in our town and at our university, so a large number of delegates. Thank you very much for your attention.
Well, once more, our thanks to Professor Tessi for formally opening the conference and welcoming you to Florence.